Right, good morning everyone, welcome back to MCM Outdoors. Obviously we're still deep in dismal, depressing lockdown, and you know, most of us, probably all of us, are missing life as it was when it was normal. Me in particular, I'm really craving walking into a nice country pub after a nice walk. You know, you can't replicate that really. You know, the smell of the fire, nice slate floors, smell of beer, you know, the sound of people enjoying themselves and debriefing about their outdoor adventures. So I'm really missing that. So what I've decided to do, if I can't go to the pub, I'm going to bring the pub and hopefully that little bit of ambience to me. So I'm going to have a back garden, set up the Lavvu, make some lovely homemade beer-battered, in this case plum porter, beer-battered onion rings with nice Aberdeen Angus beef burgers. I've got some lovely real ales which I'm going to talk you through. I'm just going to go and relax. Okay, it's only in the back garden, but you just got to improvise and do what you can at this time. So I'm really going to enjoy myself, and I hope this video brings you some light-hearted entertainment. Let's go and enjoy ourselves. Let's get out there and let's bring a little bit of normality back if we can. So in the most basic sense, this is it, set up. You look at it and on first glance you'd call it a teepee, wouldn't you? You'd refer to it as a teepee, but it's a Larva. Two halves of Polish army ponchos buttoned together along each seam. One's obviously open to act as the entrance and exit. Anyway, I'm not talking about the Lavvu today. We get it set up, get it nice, get the food, all the ingredients out, and just focus on relaxing, cooking and drinking some nice real ale. That's what this video is all about. Lots of room in this one. Straighten that up. Nice and solid. Right. Considering how cold it is, warm work. Let's get it nice and homely. Nice blanket, an army wool blanket. That's great for sitting on. Sit mat, so it's even warmer. Got these. Let's get it really nice. So we've got a few things to do. Going to get organised. It's not just, well, it's 11:30. By the time we've got the onions prepared, we'll make our own onion rings. Never done it before. Make a quick beer batter. And I've got a nice plum porter to do that with. So I hope they turn out nice. Got a few more bits to get in from the house. I'll just go and talk you through the beers. Right, this is the beer selection in our pub for this afternoon session. The pub is now officially open. We've got a throwaway IPA by the Seven Brothers Brewery. That is lovely. It is a 5%er and it's a cracking brew. We might not get through all these, but I have a sneaky suspicion we might do, and I think the likes of Patrick Dickinson, of whom I'm a massive fan, would be thoroughly disappointed. And yeah, we're going to have to, aren't we? Because he's a legend in terms of his shed pub. Right, next. We're going to start off, I think, with the can. In fact, we're not. Indecision. Dark Vale, rich and roasted vanilla porter. Where's the opener? Right, this is a bit better, it's a bit more intimate. I've got to remember to look at the lens and not the screen. So, Dark Vale Brewery. Here's what it says, folks. Dark Vale Vanilla Porter invites you to explore a full landscape of flavour at your own pace. Feel free to stroll the gentle slopes, nice, of rich dark textures and pass by subtle hints of vanilla and licorice. Isn't that nice? What I'm going to do is I'm going to have a few sips out the bottle, then I'm going to go in and get a nice camping mug just to, pretend I'm outdoors, but it's where it sprays everywhere on the nose. Oh, that is the smell, isn't it, when you walk into a pub, open the door, bang, that hits you. That is really nice. Smooth, chocolate, vanilla, nice nutty lingering aftertaste. Oh, that's great. Absolutely lovely. I'm trying to bend down so I'm staying in shot, but this is what it's all about. I'm actually starting to feel like I could be in the great outdoors. Appreciate I'm in the back garden, but that's really nice. It's a nice one to start off on. A chat enough as it is. When I've had a few of these, there's going to be a lot of editing required, folks, but I hope everyone's doing okay. I really mean that. I think everyone that watches the channel, we've all got that we love the outdoors in common, and I think if you do, which most of you, I'm doing it already, that watch the channel, love the outdoors, you're all going to be feeling the same as me. Absolutely cabin fever. So yeah, stay cozy everyone, get in your back garden, talk to yourself and drink beer in a teepee like you're a child again. Right, I can't just drink all of these straight away, so what I'm going to do is start preparing the food, and I'll show you what I'm doing. And the plan was to make my own batter from scratch. Helmet here, bought a bag of plain flour, and it says you're meant to use self-raising flour when I've checked, so I had an old packet of pancake mix. Now this is obviously just going to be trial and error, bit of an experiment. What I'm going to add I mean, it's a bit of sacrilege really, isn't it? But this plum porter, I'm going to add that as the liquid in this mix. So it is a beer batter, you know, batter, beer batter. And that is what I'm going to fry the onions in, deep fry the onions in. So I think it'll be nice. We've got some lovely brioche buns. I forgot coleslaw because I'm a bloke and I forget things. So yeah, some nice brioche buns, some lovely mature cheddar slices. And I'm going to get preparing this. I'll turn you around and we'll start chopping the onions. Right, I've never done this before, so it's trial and error. What we're going to do is cut these into large rings, simple as that really. I can't be any more descriptive than that. Nice and thick, because we want it to stay intact when we're frying it. There we go, one. Well, that's not a flaming ring. Let's get a little pyramid shaped one. There we go, it's like the Lavvu that we're in. An onion teepee. Alright, that'll do for now. Whatever, let's get it in. And I guess it is a little bit sacrilege, but we're going to be eating it anyway, so this plum porter's going in. It says about this one, a dark, sweet, full-bodied plum porter. Background notes of damson and blackcurrant are followed by fruitiness of the plum in flavour and aroma. All of these complex flavours contribute to this easy drinking beer. Well, we're going to make a nice sticky batter with that now. We'll see how it goes. Really frothing up. Until there's no lumps. We want a nice smooth batter. So that's a nice consistency. Smooth enough. Doesn't have to be perfect. That will do for these bad boys. We just set that to one side. So we'll leave this to rest for a few minutes before we get the stoves and the oil heated up. And we've used about half the bottle there, so oh my god. There's jam sandwich in a bottle. Oh god, look at it. On the vanilla and the plum. Cancels it out. Cleans the palate. Oh, that is nice. The table's holding up well. Right, so I have got the OEX Vulcan stove. Just make sure that's level. OEX Vulcan stove, and I've got just one of those cheap gas stoves. A single. Look at that, the beer's taking effect already. A single ring gas burner to fry off the burgers. I'm just going to do one. One's enough. Pan, our onion rings. We're going to put them to one side. And we're going to get the stoves ready and get cooking. We want the hot oil furthest away from us. A nice big gas cylinder. Just make sure it's off. Top tip. Prepare for leakage. Very cold. Test.
absolutely fine, nice and stable. Right, burgers, right, cracking. Let's get the oil in. I'll give that a few minutes just for that preheating tube to warm up in this cold weather. I learnt my lesson with that flare up with the cabalsim. I hadn't let the stove get up to working temperature, so that was my fault. User error, as are most things in life. Onion in there. That's what we call a beer battered onion ring. There's one. Oh, love it. Right, let's get this constructed, shall we? Let's get this burger on the road. Let's get into that mouth-watering Aberdeen Angus, beer-battered, plum porter, onion ring burger. It's going to go everywhere, full crunchage. That is absolutely lovely, and you know, cheers to the great outdoors and getting back out there soon. You can really taste the plum and that batter, nice and crispy. Very, very nice. Nice little adventure in the old back garden. I'm going to finish the rest of this in peace, not on camera, with the food all over my mouth. Get a few things tidied up. I bought the latest edition of Trail magazine, so when I've had a tidy up, I'll bring you back. We'll enjoy a few more beers from the MCM Garden Lavvu pub, and we'll talk a bit. We'll have some tales from the tent, or some limericks from the Lavvu. Bloody hell, it took me a moment to get that. I'll see you in a bit. Stop watching me eat. Bit of incense. I've been watching a lot of videos on Everest. I've seen all the traditions, the Sherpas practice, and I've always had incense. Nice and relaxing. Nice way to unwind. All about being mindful, mindfulness. All the benefits that brings, but brings an air of calm. Get some of this on. There we go. Let that do its thing. Just remember it's there, but nice peaceful scent. There's the tent. Right. Okie dokie. We're all tidied up. Let's get back in action on these beers. They're not going to drink themselves. Right, so what are we going to choose now? We've got from left to right a Pendle Witch's Brew, Marmalade Porter, a Triple Chocolate Stout and a Throwaway IPA. I'm fancying that. So that's what we're going to do. The old Saltaire. Get the lantern back on. Get more illumination in here. We're going to light this shortly. Here we go. That's nice. Triple choc. Yeah, let's see what it says. Internationally acclaimed, this Moorish dark beer complements English Fuggle hops with rich chocolate decadence. Right, let's get it poured out. It's very cold in here now, folks, but that's not a bad thing. Replicating being out in the great outdoors. So there's that. Nice head on it. Bit more. Just the ideal size. These tin mugs, do you hold a full 500ml bottle? So there you go for future reference. Put them in the cellar. There we go. So let's see what we think of this one then. The old Triple Chocolate Porter. Be careful here. You can really smell that. Very smooth, bit more nutty this one. Nice bit of hazelnut to it. I'm going to get that lantern lit and that'll add a little bit of warmth. And then what have we got here? Who knows what that was? Bit of trail mag, latest issue. If you can't get out there and do things like this and read about it, these are really cheap to run and nice. It's a Pure Hand Baby Special 276 paraffin lamp or paraffin lantern, made in Germany, and they're cheap to run. And they've got a lovely feel about them. They give off a really nice ambient glow. It's not like the LEDs, which are nice, well, which are harsh, most of them. This gives out a really nice warm glow. I just keep the paraffin separate. This little table by Cascade Wild doesn't half stand up to some pressure. A lot of people disregard it because they think it looks flimsy. It is not the case. How nice is that? Right folks, it's reasonably cosy here. It's nice and, well, it's cold. Well, I don't mind that because it reminds me of being outdoors. We've got a nice cold porter. And we got the nice paraffin lamp on now. Just turn that up a little touch. Like being in a real pub. Got crisps, bar snacks, and packet of mini eggs. It's like being back in the bar in Sykeside, one of my favourite campsites in the Lake District. You've got a nice selection of walking magazines there. Anyway, it's time for the mitts. Old school. All they're missing is the old crocodile eyes and teeth. Remember them? I'm just going to sit. Got a few beers. Nice few beers left. We're nice and full from our lovely burger. And I'm just going to read Trail magazine, pretend I'm back in the mountains. Look at new gear, which I don't need and I can't get at the moment. And yeah, just enjoy myself. Forecast is rain, possibly overnight, so I'm just going to take obviously the gear out of it and leave the Lavvu up. Yeah, hope you're enjoying this. You know, I'm only trying to demonstrate that when we can't do what we normally want to do, you've just got to make do and improvise. Anyway, I think a lot of people that watch this will watch Patrick Dickinson's channel. What do you think about him? He's an absolute legend, isn't he? And his garden pub. What have you got to do to get an invite to his pub? I'd absolutely love it in there. Hand pulled beers, selection of nice spirits, nice decor. He's got his music system in there, absolutely superb. If I had one of them in my garden, I'd never be out of it. Bad enough with the tents. Anyway, what's coming up on MCM? More local walks, more gear reviews, more things like this where I'll be looking at some tents. I'm speaking to an outdoor manufacturer at the moment and I'm hoping to get my hands on a tent to show what I think would be a brilliant all-round package for wild camping for people just looking to get out, which I think there'll be a lot of them when things are eased off. So yeah, there's loads coming up, so stay tuned. I'm going to read my magazine and shut up because I've been rambling on for nearly 4 minutes and that is just awful. But hopefully these videos are giving some people something to watch during lockdown and hopefully providing at least a little bit of something that could be referred to as entertainment value. Well, it's rather chilly now. I'm about halfway through Trail magazine and it's very interesting. It's making me want to go to the hills even more. So I'm keeping with the pub theme. Thub theme. What? How many beers have you had? Not many. On the old sea salt crisps. We've got a big walk back to get home. It's going to take me about 2 seconds, so I'll have to keep an eye on the weather. But that's a nice one. Next we're on the Marmalade Porter. A complex and triple hopped rich dark porter with a sweet malty base and overtones of bitter orange alongside hints of coffee and chocolate. This porter is also certified to have a gluten content that is below the codex standard of 20 parts per million. Great with classic roast dinners and chocolate. Well, that is fortuitous because we do have some chocolate and we do have a roast dinner just down there warming up. We don't have that, but we have chocolate. Oh god, starting to be stupid. Oh, I'll be honest, I'm putting a brave face on for the camera, but my back's killing. I'm getting old now. Right, okay. Let's give that a shake. I always find when it is too cold, you lose a bit of the aroma anyway. Look how dark it is on the pour. Hopefully you can see that. I'm trying to keep it smooth. But it's sort of, look at the opacity on it. I'll have to bring you in for a closer look when I've done it. It's got a bit of a head on that, so I'm going to leave a little bit in the bottle. Come and have a look at this. Any minute now, Paddington Bear is just going to come flying out of that and run out. Obviously a much smaller version. Right everyone, I think it's actually that cold that I've sobered up. It's just above 1 degree above freezing, so I'm going to head for base camp, which is about 1 second in that direction. So to everyone who's watched this video to the end, thank you very much. If you've enjoyed it, hopefully it has at least raised a smile in parts or provided some light entertainment value in lockdown. Hopefully it has, and if it has, please do take the time just to hit the thumbs up button. I'd really appreciate that. I always ask. It doesn't cost you anything and it helped me out, so yes, thank you if you do that. For anyone who's new to MCM Outdoors, please do consider subscribing to the channel. There's over 230 videos in the back catalogue at the moment, and there's a little bit of everything: madness, gear reviews, hammock camps, walks, day camps, mountain wild camps, pretty much everything. So if the outdoors is your bag, hopefully you're going to find something amongst the content which floats your boat. On that note, I've had a lovely time. All jokes aside, you know, I'm lucky. I've got a back garden, big back garden, that can come out and do things like this, and I understand a lot of people haven't got that luxury. So well, I've just decided now, next time I'm going to set my tent up in the dining room or the living room and just show that if you haven't got a garden, you can still enjoy yourself. I'll cook up a meal inside on the camping stove in my tent, and you know, hopefully bring a little bit of the outdoors indoors and show that you can all just do it. It's within all of our grasps. Keep positive, watch the content. There's plenty of other great YouTubers out there, fascinating vlogs and wild camping videos. There's loads of great stuff out there. There's cracking things on Netflix as well, Amazon Prime. There's loads of stuff all about Everest expeditions. There's loads of stuff to keep the outdoor enthusiast busy during these difficult times. Keep in touch with each other, be nice, and look after each other, because times are tough at the moment, aren't they? So I'll see you on the next adventure. Might be an indoor adventure, might be an outdoor adventure, who knows? Let's just see. Right, look after yourselves and see you on the next video.